Namaste, Jai Bharat. There's one thing about the radicals. To understand one radical is to understand all radicals, at least for the time, present time. I can extend it to the past and also to the future apart from the present, but I am not doing that. Let me talk only about present. To understand one radical is to understand any radical. See, they have the same characters. Whether it is the Hamas, the Houthis, the Hezbollah, the IRGC, the Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, all those things, and the Jamaat-e-Islami. They have common behavior pattern, common characters. They commonly have this character of big mouth, loud mouth, and they say such things as if they will do it but can't do it, and then they don't do it because they can't do it. We will do this, we will do that is common with all radicals. You find the same thing with IRGC. You find the same thing with Hezbollah. Hezbollah is IRGC's proxy. Hamas is IRGC's proxy. Houthi is IRGC's proxy. But how about the Kashmiri militants? Lashkar, Jaish, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, all kinds of complicated, similar looking names, but do the same thing, irrespective of their differences, terminological variations. They just function the same, do the same, and we can understand them so easily. If you understand one, you understand all. So they all have similar attitude. And also the Jamaat-e-Islami in Bangladesh right now. Jamaat-e-Islami is in at many places. But right now, Bangladesh, of course, Bangladesh is supposed to have a history. If they had any Bengaliness in them, but with as they behave, they have swapped the Bengaliness at all with the Jamaat, and they have nothing much to do with being a Bengali of late. They are more of the Jamaat kind of people. And they speak loud. They speak loud. Why I say all these things right now is because of an interesting situation. They start challenging Bharat. Bangladesh is a place which is surrounded by Bharat. 3/4 is surrounded by Bharat. Only one portion they have a sea, where our navy is strong. But there is no dearth of loudmouthness and big words. We will do this, we will do that. They so completely foolish. In a state within Bharat, we have a kind of union system. Our states are semi-autonomous, except defense and many such things. They have considerable amount of autonomy and freedom. And the West Bengal actually is 3: West, North, East. That divided by I don't know who, maybe the British wisdom, so-called in capital letters, quote unquote. West, East and North. North and West are still with Bharat. East had long back gone. In 1905 it was divided as Hindu and Muslim, and then they are the Muslim majority kind of people. And now it is Bangladesh. And this Bangladesh is, through time, had lost the Bengaliness considerably, maybe except the few Hindus who were unfortunate enough to live there. So there are times when they lived comfortably, when Awami League was in rule, but now Jamaat-e-Islami took over. Along with Jamaat-e-Islami, the Pakistani influence comes. Along with Jamaat-e-Islami, the IS influence comes. And they know only one thing, that is to kill. They are fundamentally guided with hatred. They don't have a Bengaliness because they can't have. They are guided by the hatred towards Hindus. Kafirs in general. Pakistanis are more specific. Hatred towards Hindus to be specific. Bangladesh is of course hatred towards Hindus, but it's a little more wide. That's hatred towards all Kafirs. And Hindus in front of them particularly focused. And you are supposed to execute atrocities on Hindus, destruction, devastation, whatever, because your God, they believe that their God becomes happy when such things are carried out, and that's an a shortcut entry to heaven, where life is full of promises of rewards, and of course fear of punishment. And to overcome the fear of punishment, they do jihad. This is the rough mindset of such people. And Bangladesh is challenging. There was election in West Bengal, and also North Bengal is a different part. And BJP comes into power, and they are unable to face the reality. They are shouting, "Don't make fencing." Why? The government officially says don't make fencing at the border. Why we make fencing? Because these people come inside, infiltrate, because of poverty there or whatever reasons, come and live here comfortably. Crores, 2 crores of people have been infiltrated in that manner. And just common sense statistics, they share the facilities meant for the citizens of this nation. So the citizens of this nation who legitimately deserve all these things, they are deprived of it, and the state cannot afford it. Infiltrators are infiltrators. Well, if they all agree to become Hindus, then we can consider things with a different perspective. But they are not Hindus. They don't share our culture. They don't want to share our culture. They want to hate us, and they want to kill us given an opportunity. Yet they want to come and share the facilities which is meant for our citizens. And they are telling they don't fence your border. Yeah, that was what the previous Mamta was trying. She was not giving land to the border security force for fencing. It's not that the union government can not stop it, but the union government is trying to act in a most democratic manner, so they have not intervened. She was trying to run a parallel central administration. She already had the state administration to her whims and fancies, not really her whims and fancies. Her caucus maintains such whims and fancies, and she was getting money. I wonder why she needs all kinds of money. A single lady, no family, supposed to be dedicated more to the nation as the Prime Minister is. His entire life is the people of this nation. She has that infrastructure, but then her mind is vicious. She wanted to make money and let others make money. She believes probably that this is a life. I don't know what other pleasure she has in her life other than executing authority. Other part I don't know. I don't want to know. So that's none of my business. So she has refused to give. She refused to give land to the border security forces to make fencing. The fencing is supposed to block infiltrators, cattle thieves, and all kinds of unruly, abnormal activities coming across the border of Bangladesh. And when she did it, the Bangladeshis are revolting. What kind of Bangladeshis is again a question. People, those of left Bharat out of fear of BJP government and gone to Bangladesh, they must have been organizing it. They are the ones. Because till yesterday I was eating from your plate. Now you are not giving me food. You force me to go back to my place. I cannot come there and do whatever I feel like. So I object you. Don't make fencing. We want to come and steal your property. Don't make fencing, and the state is supporting this. That's very funny. Of course, our government knows how to deal with them, and they are dealing with them. Nothing more, nothing less. So this is a kind of situation happening around the world. Funny when you think about it. Atrocious when you think about it. Pathetic when you think about it from a different perspective. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Shri Ram.